Having gone up a ladder, Dennis, that must have felt like landing on a massive snake on.
Yeah, I think, like I say, we got a little bit over excited about the win as a group. I mean, where we are is where we were on Friday night. It was, say, the backing it up, the lack of consistency this year really showed itself. Instead of it showing itself up in a game, it showed itself up on week to week. They're a confident side. They've had 2 fantastic wins. They came from behind against Lee, and then they had a fantastic win in Catalan's. Pretty stable group, and like I said, they're playing some good stuff. And at the moment, we're searching for that form from week in, week out stuff. A massive effort from the week before, from Tom Gilmore and Danny Craven, and then to back that up as well, Tom especially, was on his second game, short turnaround, not played for 3-4 months. And it was a big ask for him, and overall I was more disappointed with the fact that we just seemed to crumble under a little bit of fatigue. And we're a pretty strong side. We pride ourselves on being a pretty fit side, and we just seem to crumble from the start. There's only really the Salford game here. It wasn't a great start, but it was a solid enough start against Salford. I think you've been here, John, as well. I don't think there's been 20 minutes, 30 minutes in the games where we've not actually started pretty well. We started really well against Lee, Castleford here. All the games that we've played at the moment, we start well, and then we kick off poorly. We don't catch the ball in the full. We get dragged into the in goal, and we concede in the first set. That's just not something that's happened to us all year, and that sort of like set the tone for the rest of the game. We just seemed a little bit under the weather against a side that's playing really well, and that was the hard thing about it, is that we have to be above the line at the moment. Like you say, we can't, with effort and energy and effort, because of our performance levels is not great. So we have to counteract that with our energy and effort being above the line, and it was well below. And to compete against a side, we not, I wouldn't say at the moment we're not equal standings. Obviously they're going pretty well, but throughout both sides, you'd be hard pressed to pick somebody above somebody else if you look both sides on the pitch. But on the weekend they were individually just so much better than we were because of the confidence and effort.
Some of your goal line defence on the back of the field positions that they got early on, Dennis, was a bit brittle, wasn't it? The first 2 tries came a bit easy, would you say? Yeah,
both on our right edge, both some real poor decisions on our right edge. And that's, so not hiding from that. Like, you can look at what's going to happen on Thursday night, and they're going to go off dummy half, which they do, and then they're going to go straight over the top of our right edge, because that's where we've been our weakest all year. So we'll go back, we'll do some work this week, and we'll try and build that confidence up and get some better decisions on that edge.
You got Gerard and Mellor back, who played part of the game for you off the bench. Were you happy how they went in the video?
Yeah, they came through good. Like I say, they've come through the game, and it's just one of those where they're still a bit beaten up and sore. Just no matter how much you try and beat them in training or get them to do stuff in training, it never replicates what occurs in a game. And they both come through okay. Joe's feeling pretty confident, and Joel's start, like I said, that was a big test for him, was getting him on the field, him trusting his rehab and trusting his fitness. That 30 minutes he played, he's got that, so he'll come into the starting team. Alex, again, it's going to take time to get to the levels where he was playing at when he got injured, but I thought there were glimpses of how hard he is to tackle, how quick his play the ball is. So there's a couple of things with his contact defensively that we've got to work harder on, but they need to play, and for us to get better, our better players coming back from injury need to play week in, week out, and we've got to suffer a little bit of lack of form from them to get them into some kind of place where we feel that we've got our strongest side on the field.
I was going to say, actually, the issue here is that you've had all these players injured. Some of them are filtering back now, but they're not going to filter back and immediately sort of fly out of the blocks, are they?
No, all of them have been. They've all been like massive injuries. It's not like a little bit of a pull or had a couple of weeks out. Like Joe, like I said, was 4 months. Tom was 3.5 months. Alex has been nearly 12 months. Eamon, when he comes back, will be 12 months. I mean, at the moment, Hep KL is going to be another 2 or 3 months. It's like there's the big injuries, and when you, like I say, your better players come back into your side, what you want is you want to be playing okay so they can grow on that. You don't want them to come in to be the one that has to inspire, and give confidence to the team. You want them to come into a side that's playing okay. But the need is that our better players have to play, and we have to probably suffer a little bit of pain again to get them up to speed, to know that it's a long year. With, like say, we're 8 rounds in, and out of the first 23, we need to get our best team on the field, and we need to be playing with that team every week to get ourselves on a bit of a run. And then I think Wakefield proved it last year, decided time before, that once you get going you can pick up 5, 6, 7 wins and change the whole outlook of your season.
So Gerard and Miller obviously will be available for selection this week, as you said. Anyone else from the injury list due back?
Yeah, Chris Dean comes back into the mix as well, so I'm really happy with Chris. Our biggest problems again is that both my hookers won't be available, so JJ gets to keep that role there, and McGrath, we're not sure. We've got a CAT scan to just see the extent of Greg Burke's the crack in his jaw sustained from the league game, from the high shot that he got in that game. So we've got a couple of lads there that are still. Steph Marsh finishes his protocol today, so like he couldn't start his back to play protocol because he's suffering from headaches early in the week, so it took a little bit longer than the 6-day turnaround that you can have if everything goes well. So he'll start his protocol. He started it yesterday, so hopefully today he'll come through that okay, and he'll be up for selection as well. So there's a couple coming back in. At the moment, can't seem to get less than 11 blokes that should be in the team out of the stand. Every week I think I'm going to get 2 or 3 to set that number down. Another couple seem to join them.
Did you pick up some more injuries in the Wakefield game?
No, we seem to be okay. We seem to be all right at the moment. That was one thing, like I said, the positive to come out of it was that Joe and Alex got some game time and did okay. And the other one is that, like I say, maybe for one of the first times this year we got through the game and not had anybody get knocked out more than anything else. And not so much major injuries, but get knocked out.
I think everyone's been surprised that Warrington had lost the first 6 games of the season, one of the favourites probably for Super League. Not good news for you. They seem to have found a little bit of something in the last couple of weeks, don't they?
Yeah, they've not been playing massively, again, really badly for full games. They've been little patches. They were. The one thing you'll notice when you look through when you look at what Salford did to Hull on the weekend. Hull lose a starting half back, one of their back rowers, and a couple of players who are their starting players, and they struggle. Warrington have lost a couple of starting players, a couple of their big players, and they struggle. St Helens have lost a couple of their big players. So this is not something that you can look at us and think that we're immune to it, and we just decide that should do better. But we've had some horrific injuries around, and everybody that has pivotal players out of the team so far. And now Warrington have got a little bit of confidence back. Hill and Ratsford have come back into the side. Deck Patton's played pretty well, filling in for Kevin with his head injuries last couple of weeks, and that then helps the other players in the team to find a little bit of form.
It's a bottom of the table clash, isn't it? I think at this time last year it's the top of the table clash, but it's something to hang your hat on from our perspective. But Derby, are you hoping that the Derby atmosphere and the fact that it's a Derby might give your lads a bit of a boost that they need going?
I don't think it might. I think it will. It'll give us a boost. It's going to be a great occasion. I think it's one of those kind of whether we're going well or they're going well, or we're both going poorly. You've got to support your team. You're supposed to. That's what you are. You're a supporter of your team, of your town, and you come and you sing and you cheer and you see the effort and the energy that the lads go in and you enjoy a great game. I think that's what we've got to look at. That this Easter period, all right, we can bitch and we can moan about the amount of fixtures and how tough, but it's a great time of the year for being a rugby league fan, because you're wall to wall, and that's how you like it. And like you say, you come in on Thursday night and then Friday you've got a fantastic game Saturday, and so you've got a fantastic weekend of rugby to look forward to, and it starts by getting down here and enjoying a really tough clash.
And do you feel that after the disappointment of Friday that the spirit is still there for the lads to do a job for you this week if they get amongst them?
Yeah, I think there's no doubt in the group. Like I say, we've talked about before this. We're just lacking confidence at the moment. Like I say, we're playing really within ourselves, we're playing a pretty fearful brand of rugby at the moment, and we're frightened of expressing ourselves, and that's what we've got to try and overcome. And it's hard for the players to do that. They can say the right things, but to get confidence, it's one of those strange things. You have to go out and you have to put yourself back on the line and be willing to push yourself a bit harder. And I think a decent crowd, great atmosphere. I think we'll see a little bit of response from our group on the weekend, without a doubt.